To celebrate the 30th anniversary of one of gaming's most iconic characters, Namco has recently released Pac-Man Championship Edition Deluxe for the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade, a follow-up to the previously successful Championship Edition. Despite how this game looks, this isn't your parents' Pac-Man. Okay, you still roam around mazes, eat dots, get power pellets, and jump on ghosts to max out your points. So it's Pac-Man in principle, but with some new twists. Instead of having a maze full of dots, you're required to traverse sections of dots while getting chains of ghosts to follow you. Finding the best path is key to get as many ghosts as possible before the power pellet shows up, and you get to go crazy on their asses. The point bonuses are simply staggering. I mean, wow, look at this. In addition to this, we have the bomb power-up that can be used to clear a map of ghosts moving around if you make a wrong turn and get yourself trapped. They're limited in supply though, so...
use bombs wisely!
In addition to that mix, there are quite a few different modes that change things up. We have basic maps like Championship Edition 2, Spiral, Highway, and so forth that are basic maps with a few little different things here and there. Then we have modes like Dungeon and Darkness that change the maps during the game making, as well as very different effects that make things a lot more hectic and a lot more satisfying when you get a long change of ghosts going down. In each mode you can customize the look, music, and type of game you play. You can play for 5 or 10 minutes, and lots of point trial and time trial modes. You can really tweak the modes to play Pac-Man you want to play. Control-wise, it's Pac-Man. Use the D-pad to move and the right trigger to use bombs. The game moves fast, and the controller is a decent substitute for the joystick. However, sometimes the game moves a bit too quick for Pac-Man to be easily controlled. Hell, it's like we're playing the game of Sonic the Hedgehog or something. It's frustrating when you miss a turn or accidentally run into a ghost because the game was moving a bit too fast for you to react. That's not to say the game is bad, in fact, it's fantastic. It has all the feel of an old 80s arcade game with the modern facelift. The pointastic feeling of gobbling up all the ghosts is, frankly, satisfying. The music and look is awesomely retro. Not to mention watching yourself climb the leaderboards is always fun. However, the game does have its problems. The game is a lot like WarioWare, in that once you've seen everything, it really has nothing left to offer, and it can get boring after an hour or so of gameplay. But, also like WarioWare, it's a great time-killing game. Need to kill an hour before you head out to class or work or anything? It's a good game for that. Or are you waiting for the next big release and you've played the last game you bought to death? Pac-Man Championship Edition is a great way to fill gaming needs during long months of, well, nothing. The only other thing I don't understand is that it's Pac-Man's 30th anniversary, yet the original Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man aren't in the collection, as far as I know. I mean, they're freaking kilobytes of data, so it's not like they've increased the file size or anything. An overall minor gripe, especially considering you can go on websites and browsers to play the original Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, but having them on the collection would have been nice. Overall, the only true shortcoming of the game is its length. It's far too short for a game that's being sold online for $10. If you're not a fan of arcade games, then it's probably a pass. But if you're old enough to remember arcades and that glorious machine in the back with all of the classics, you know, the one that's called Pac-Man, I'm sure you'll love this update to the classics. Positives include update to the classic game we know and love, plays fast and plays well, fun and easy to pick up but very, very hard to master, looks and sounds fantastic. Negatives, no Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man Classic editions. Sometimes plays a bit too quickly, and it's pretty damn short. I give Pac-Man Championship Edition Deluxe for the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade an 8 out of 10.